You want to make a comment?
That song sounded, pardon me, that song sounded abruptly ending. I didn't say that right. Sorry. Still a little tired. Welcome to the great K6EGG live stream. We had a little bit of a storm today. And Jack, thank you for being awake so early or late or whatever you want to call it. It's 2:17 a.m. there across the pond. Jeff, Jay, nice to see you folks in here. It's a Monday here. Well, Tuesday for Jack there. How was it ahead of time? Nate, nice to see you in there. Beautiful day today. Got up and worked out. Sat in the sauna. Roasted myself and then stood in the rain right after. Got out, ran into the rainstorm. It was like dumping on me at like 50 degrees. It was great. Felt awesome. Natural shower there outside. Always can use the rain here in Southern California. I got a little bit of maybe a little too much light on me there. Do I got barbecue sauce on my chin still? I just had barbecue, so I apologize. Sean, I hope you got your thing working there. I don't know why we are breaking up again. Weird. I'm gonna get on the 20-meter voice and see how that is, believe it or not. I'm not really set up for it, but I did put my antenna back up. So we'll see how she does. Wow, I don't really see much of anything out here right now. I think we just got popped by something. It said K5 on there. Right? What happened to my chat? On my screen here. Hold on. I had failure. I can't put up chats for some reason now. Let's try this. The antenna's back up. It was down because we had 50 mile an hour winds, and I wouldn't say this storm lived up to the hype, but it was definitely a lot more than a normal storm. It rained hard all day long. It just stopped about an hour ago.
Well, I can say here, we had about 4 days where it never got above freezing.
That's the guy that was talking yesterday at this time, I think.
Single digits, like 7, 8 degrees.
Let's try to get some contacts in here.
A lot of us, including myself and my wife.
I have something to show you guys in a few minutes, too.
Markets that are on different parts of the island.
Is this Hawaii?
We'll pick up a lot of that way. Then again, if we can't find what we need because of
Where is Adam? I haven't seen Adam in here since Saturday or Friday. Whoever that was just disappeared in my noise. I'm going to try to make my own contacts here. I'm on digital mode, that's why. Hello. I thought that sounded different. My filter. There we go. I thought that sounded different. The other thing I want to do. Check. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf is the frequency in use. You had to pay for that? I think I paid for it on one of my computers. I was running a Mac on there, and it just did, or I was running Windows on a Mac, and it just running audio through a bridged NAT bridge or whatever. No, it's not a NAT bridge, but You're bridging the audio from one source to another operating system. It just doesn't work very good.
Oh, yeah. It's a frequency in use. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
I'm actually just playing on DMR tonight because I don't think the band's very good. It said K4.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Germany, Germany is the frequency in use.
Thought I heard somebody in there.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 20 meters from the city of Chino, California, outside of Los Angeles. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 20 meters from the city of Chino, California.
Wow, you're coming in good, Greg. Kilo Echo 0 Mike Alpha Delta.
Wow, you're plus 20. Holy moly, it's like you're sitting in front of me.
You're an S9. That's really surprising for this time of night, coming from the PRC over there.
By the way, you sound actually better on here than you do Sonobus.
It's the same microphone, and it's basically the same exact connection.
Interesting, except we don't have. We're connected by the air, and it's coming in better. So how about that?
Hey, I'll take it. Anyway, sounding great over here in Missouri. K6EGG.
Copy that. Appreciate you coming back to me.
At least I know I'm getting out. You sound great once again. K6EGG.
So what does that mean?
Hey, and that's the little Hermes, the little baby SDR radio.
And you're using the amplifier?
Yeah, it's doing about 600 watts because I can only drive it with about 22 watts with the 6 dB attenuator I got in line.
Sounds good. Are you running wide right now?
Running 10 to 3,000, so basically 3 kilohertz.
All right, I just widened you out there. Try again.
We're on 10 to 3,000. You want me to widen that up? We can go 4,000 if you're doing that. So here's 4,000 Kilo Echo 0 Mike Alpha Delta.
Wow, that's 0.4 more than I can do. I can only do 3.6 on here. You sound great.
Does that mean I can't talk on here?
Yeah. This thing's pretty impressive for what it can do for being such a tiny little device. Anyway, catch you later. Make some contacts. K0MAD in Missouri.
So wait, you're not going anywhere yet. I got a question for you. Did you have to put that together?
Oh, yeah, there's no soldering. It just comes together. You just snap the pieces together. Many videos about it. Literally no soldering whatsoever. You just snap everything, screw everything, a little bit of heat sink compound, and plug it into your computer with a Ethernet cable, and you're ready to go.
Interesting. All right, cool. Good to hear you. 7-3. K6EGG calling CQ.
What's up, K2RFO?
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 20 meters from the city of Chino, California, outside of Los Angeles. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 20 meters from Chino, California, a rainy Chino, California.
So does that mean I can't talk on here because it's a Spanish-speaking frequency? Even the people from like Mexico speak English on here, though.
You do you.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I wasn't expecting to get a voice answer on that. Sorry I came on earlier than I thought, but...
Loser.
What? Huh?
What?
Did you get your antenna up yet?
Antenna's been up. What are you talking about?
Can you hear me, you think, tonight? Probably not. It's probably... I won't go into any frozen areas. You still frozen there?
Oh, it's stuff's melting, which is a good thing.
Just not have it do it all at once. We got about 2 inches of rain today.
Does that mean people can't drive there?
It's not that they can't drive. The roads can't handle the water. And there was a lot of oil on the ground because we haven't got any rain in about, I don't know, 4 or 5 weeks.
3 years, as you say?
No, we were like 200% over the last 3 years. We ain't
I remember when you were.
What's that?
I remember when you were drought or whatever for a while.
We were in a drought for like 5 years.
And then there was a point you guys had water and we were in a drought.
That might be the situation now. I have something to share with you folks in a little bit. You guys are going to like it. You guys are going to really like it.
What this is?
Nope.
What the hell, Greg?
I can tell you in talkback, but you can't say anything.
Well, all right.
All right, I'm going to tell you in talkback.
Hold on. I have to connect the talkback first.
I had to tell him on talkback, so I got to purge buffers and stuff here. All right, I'm going to go and try to get some contacts here.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 20 meters from Chino, California, outside of Los Angeles. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 20 meters.
I got to figure out something too, by the way, when Dustin gets in here. Sean, I didn't talk to you when I did my POTA the other day, did I? I don't think I made a contact with you. Because I think Dustin's the only guy I talked to at every POTA state that I did. I think I made a contact with him in Hawaii on his old call sign. And I'm pretty sure I made a contact with him in Nevada. And maybe even Arizona. Obviously, California.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 20 meters from Chino, California, outside of Los Angeles. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 20 meters from Chino, California.
Colin, you're going to want to stick around a little later. I have something for you. I have something for everybody, but it's my deal. Sean, I saw you come in late last night at the end when I was already off. I left the thing running forever last night. I was kind of cheating, trying to get more hours watched. I know, I don't know, 5 of you guys were still tuned in and listening to the Weather Channel.
Oh, I was going to say, did you have the cheesy music?
Oh, yeah. I did not. I generally don't spend a long time in places. I think that there's only a couple of places I spend a long time in. New York City was actually one of them.
Yeah, that was before. That was before I knew you, though.
That was before. I had one time I spent 10 days there. I went to Detroit for 2 days and then spent like another 6 days there, and then went to somewhere else and then came back and then spent another 4 days there. So I was there pretty much all of October one year.
Before or after you were married?
No, I was married at that point.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 20 meters from Chino, California, outside of Los Angeles. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 20 meters from Chino, California.
Did you see that when I was holding up? You probably weren't watching. What's up, Mike? Nice to see you in there. That's my, I'm going to put it up again. I don't know, it might be too white.
Is that an AirTag?
That is an AirTag. That's the FU bag.
Oh, is that the one? Really?
I got to remember to put it back in my bag. So 20 meters looks like it's bust. And I think the bands are pooped today. I had my antenna down pretty much like all the way. Like the wire was hitting the ground.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 20 meters from Chino, California, outside of Los Angeles. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 20 meters.
And Sean was the only guy I made a contact with yesterday.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf, QSY, 40 meters.
Try me on 40 if you can. I'll try to find a nice clear frequency. Really?
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf is the frequency in use. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf is the frequency in use.
I think it's like, I don't know, I think it's like 50 something. I guess it's in use. I apologize if it's in use. I'll QSY. I guess it's in use. What's up, Rob? I got to find another frequency, though. I guess the band's kind of shifting. All of a sudden, I hear a conversation in there. We got a net here? What do you guys think?
I'm taking that digital voice.
Some big signals in there. I gotta find another frequency.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf is the frequency in use. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf is the frequency in use.
Is that the same guy? You guys hear that guy at all? Anybody anywhere? Mike? Is he trying to call me? What do you guys think? Should I just go for it? What is it? Somebody talking or is somebody screwing around? You still have hair, Colin? Is it upside down? A VE Colin? All right, VE4 Colin.
VK5?
Not a VK5. That's a bald VK5. An upside down bald VK5.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf is the frequency in use.
What the hell? Really? Is this guy following me or is he just screwing with me? All right, I'm just going to ignore him.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 40 meters from Chino, California, outside of Los Angeles. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 40 meters.
Kilo 7, Papa, Quebec.
Let's see if I got this one right. Kilo 7, Papa, Kilo, Quebec.
Correction. Kilo 7, Papa, Quebec.
Kilo 7, Papa, Oh my God, I'm such a mess. Try again.
K7PQQ, how copy?
Hit that damn buzzer when he was talking.
KK7PPQ, you're 5'9". KK7PPQ, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm having some QRM with another station, but it's KK7PQQ.
PQQ. God, I don't know what's wrong with me today. Too many double-digit letters there. KK7PQQ. Out in Arizona, you're 5'9" here in Chino, California, man. Good to hear you.
Roger, roger. You too. About a 5'7" here, but could be my end.
I got a lot of noise here, but you're pumping through. It looks like this is our first contact here. Anywhere on any band. Good to hear you. Band is kind of not so good on 20. I was just on.
Is that other guy coming in? What?
You still there, Scott?
Yeah, I'm still here. What was your call again? Sorry about that.
No problem. Just ignore the noise. It's Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Roger, roger. Got that. And yeah, I've got all kinds of noise going on over here. Not sure what that is. Interference or otherwise.
I think it's mental problems personally, but yeah, it sounded good. You're outside of Phoenix. It looks like I flew right over Phoenix yesterday. It looked beautiful. Looked like a beautiful day yesterday.
Yeah, roger that. I was up in Prescott yesterday, and it was a gorgeous day up there. A little cooler, but very nice. And yeah, this is our Chamber of Commerce weather time of year. This time of year. So, but you're sounding real good coming in here from Chino. So back to you.
Yeah, copy that. There's a reason why they have spring training out there, because spring starts a little bit early. Well, early compared to where most of the country's at. After this rainstorm, I think you guys are going to get the same storm we're getting here tomorrow. We're getting today, but after that, it looks like it's going to be nice.
Yeah, I heard some guys on here earlier from California said getting quite a bit of rain there right now, so we kind of expect to get it a day or two after y'all. But what was the handle over there?
Scott, my first name is Greg. Golf, Romeo, Echo, Golf, Golf. Yeah, we got a lot of rain today here at Chino. In fact, I had to put my antenna down because we had rain and wind, which is usually we get the wind after the rain. And we had like 40, 50 mile an hour winds for a little bit. I don't know, probably about a half hour. And uprooted some trees in the area, believe it or not.
Yeah, that'll do some damage. I heard a couple guys saying they had to lay their tower down, or one guy in particular, but yeah, it sounds like we're getting some good propagation here. I'm not sure. I'm not on 40 meter very often. I'm only been a general for for probably 6 months, 7 months, but I just haven't spent a whole lot of time on here. Is that pretty regular to get from here to California pretty clear like this?
Well, first off, I'm looking at your QRZ profile. It looks like you upgraded on the 20th of August. That happens to be my birthday, and you did that on my 50th birthday. So I appreciate the birthday gift there. As for 40 meters, this time of night, yeah, we usually have a pretty good pipeline between here and Arizona, sometimes southern Colorado, Nevada, and sometimes New Mexico, at least from California. I don't know which directions you guys go, but a lot of contacts this time of night till about 8:30 or so. And it gets later as the time, and I'm speaking Pacific time because I know you're in Mountain at 7:30 there. As the sun goes down later, that time extends. It's generally about 2 hours after sunset that opening stays open.
Yeah, very cool, Greg. Thanks for the info. Yeah, I'm getting a strange thing on my HRI 200 here. So stand by.
No problem.
I don't have that bad a noise, believe it or not. It's like S7 fluctuating to F8, S8, F. You hearing me, Seth? You don't even have your radio on, huh?
My radio's
When's the
on.
last time you actually used your radio?
This year. Been a while.
Okay, sorry about that.
This year.
FTM 500, I've got it set up in TDN mode, or it's set up to an HRI 200 for digital, and it was saying TX prohibit, so I'm not quite sure what's going on there, but Anyway, hey, my kids are actually begging me to go watch a movie with them, so I probably ought to go do that. But real nice to make your acquaintance, Greg. 7-3 to you, sir.
Copy that, and I don't know if you log, but I have you in my logbook there, Scott. You have a wonderful evening in 7-3 from Southern California.
Roger that, Greg. 7-3 from KK7PQQ. Have a good evening.
Copy that. K6EGG calling CQ 40 meters from the beautiful city of Chino, California, outside of Los Angeles. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 40 meters.
I don't think that guy's going to log.
Wow, Colin. Wow.
Colin can give it right back to you, dude. That's why I like Colin. He's lobbing that over the Pacific Ocean and the continental U.S. like nothing.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 40 meters from Chino, California. Anybody else out there? Can you hear my voice? Give me a call back.
I can
Zero Mike Alpha Delta. Not nearly as good here as you were on 20, but still an S8 through the noise, Greg. K0MAD.
You sound just about as good here, believe it or not. Actually, maybe even a little bit better.
What's that?
Interesting. All right. Well, sounding good. Hopefully you get some more contacts in there. It sounds like the band's pretty good tonight. Anyway, K6EGG, K0MAD.
And you're the only voice that I made a contact with on 20 today and yesterday. So I don't know what's going on with 20. Maybe nobody's on. But the propagation seemed good because you were coming in plus 20 there too. So whatever.
What's up, Todd? So you used your radio this year?
Oh boy, there's a sad ham. And 2SPG, K0MAD.
Oh, he actually uses radio. Dustin, we need to talk, Dustin. Dustin, did I make a contact with you when I was in Arizona? Doing a POTA there at Lake Mead?
All right, yeah, you're about a 5'7" over here. Of course, I got the beam turned towards Greg, which is not really a beam. It's a rotatable dipole, but it has a little bit of rejection.
I think you were the only guy I made contacts with in every state I did a POTA in, including Hawaii.
And 2SPG, K0MAD.
I guess
I'll put you in the log there, Seth.
I guess I can look at my POTA app.
All right, well, I'm logging as a 5'9", because you all of a sudden just blew the doors down. So, 7-3.
N2SPG, do you have a copy in Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf?
That's a negative, Ghost Rider.
I heard you a little bit. Not that much. You sure about that? Oh, wait. This is the wrong park. Wait a minute. This is the wrong... Because it said I only had 15 phone contacts. That looked like a lot more. That's Nevada, it said. Arizona. I did. So congratulations, dude. I made a contact with you in every state I did a POTA in.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 40 meters from Chino, California, outside of Los Angeles. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 40 meters.
Isn't that cool? I know I talked to you on your old call sign in Hawaii. I remember that. Your boom. I remember looking across the ocean when you came in. We should have a fake award for that. You making a contact with somebody in every like POTA state you work. Man, this camera's screwed up tonight. Come on. Why must you be bad?
I got some nice stuff on 7220.
I don't want to listen to it. I got a couple of repeaters I can listen to like that. Sorry. I think I just busted my screen. Maybe.
This is Kilo 6, Echo Golf Golf, calling CQ 40 meters from the city of Chino, California, outside of Los Angeles.
Dustin, do you hear me? I have something to show you guys in a little bit, too. I got a special something. This is very, for me, it's a pretty big deal. No radio. I ain't got no time for no radio. You can get on an SDR.
This is Kilo 6, Echo Golf Golf, calling CQ 40 meters from the city of Chino, California, outside of Los Angeles. Once again, this is Kilo 6, Echo Golf Golf, calling CQ 40 meters from Chino, California.
Why? What's up?
And Colin's saying I'm not a real ham. At least my radio's on my desk.
But it has dust all over it.
Nope.
Was that the first time you went on the radio? And
26, probably.
So it wasn't this year. You lied earlier.
I checked my log, whatever.
Speaking of logs, I was going to try to drop a log over Sam the other day.
Who? Who are you talking about? Who are you talking about here?
Sam. I was going to drop logs over Montgomery, Alabama.
This is Kilo 6, Echo Golf Golf, calling CQ 40 meters from Chino, California. Once again, this is Kilo 6, Echo Golf Golf, calling CQ 40 meters.
Is your radio dead? Is that what happened? What does that mean? Isn't it WHORE? Or wore out? Oh,
So
power supply.
Tell something else, Greg? I mean,
Come on, you got to have a little fun, right? All right, 40 meters doesn't seem too good for me right now. Even though...
and I could talk to Sean.
I've talked to you. I've hit you on 40 meters before.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Sounds like a net. Just check into the net. The band's we're not that good today. 10 was completely dead. And I had my antenna like on the ground today and still was making contacts. Cameroon was on today on 15. I had a friend with a application, picked up a 45 amp Astron, and it will be here on Thursday, but I believe tomorrow Wednesday. Okay. I was talking about my elements. Look at, not that much stuff on the band now.
Give up on the reports, audio reports. But
yeah, I don't hear much in this area.
I took 50 hertz off of the low end, so that should push it up a little bit.
Joe, I appreciate you trying there. KI5WIM there from Louisiana. So did you have to run out to your car to make the contact with me when I was doing the POTA there in Florida? Yes.
Clear and understandable, you know. That's all a guy can ask for.
I mean, you could ask for more.
Yeah, so, okay, well, hey, I'm going to...
This guy sounds pretty good. Let's figure out where he's at.
And go get a glass of water and something sweet to chew on. So,
To chew on.
later, and maybe I'll text you tomorrow after I get that 60 back up and see what we can do. What's the best time?
It's almost plus 40 here now.
A daytime or evening or what?
Man, he sounds good.
For me anyway, I rarely hear much activity in the daytime.
Are you guys getting snow too?
Okay, well, maybe after the traffic net, we can try it out.
After the net.
Roger, sounds good to me.
Say your call sign.
Well, say hi to Kim and have a good evening.
Wow.
And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Whiskey 7 Charlie Mike Alpha.
Okay, Carlos. Yeah, good evening to you. Hi to Linda. We'll get after tomorrow.
Oh, I've heard him before.
7 CMA and 7 CMJ. Good evening.
If he has that antenna, no wonder why I hear him so good. And that's it. That's all we have for 40 meters, folks. You guys ready for something?
No.
What's up, Dave? I sent you a message on Discord. I didn't realize you sent me one there. You're not ready for something? It's exciting. This is a big ham radio thing. You don't think this is big?
No.
Why would you say that?
Because I can.
That's weak. This is a pretty big thing. For a ham radio operator, this is a very big thing. I really think it is. You guys ready for what it is? Noah did not get my extra. Colin, are you still in here?
I think pigs will fly before you get your extra.
They're already flying, right? Well, they're flying here because of the wind. You guys ready? So it's not my extra. You guys kind of know what it is. You guys just don't realize it. It just went through. All right, ready? Here we go. Colin, tell me when to hit it. Now, if you see this is voice right here, not phone. I got my all states on voice. I just lost Seth in Sonobus. All states, including Vermont, one confirmed. I did it. Finally. After several years. I will hit this.
Test 1, 2.
And now you're there. Well, we had a big thing in one of the biggest things in my ham radio career, and Seth Sonobus starts crapping out. Delaware is hard to get. So pretty happy about this. See, now I need to get it in more states. Now I need to get some stars in here. 20 looks like the closest. So Mississippi and New Hampshire. I need to get a couple more contacts on there. Next closest place, I think here is 17 meters. I don't have any contacts in almost said North Korea. In North Dakota. This is North Korea where I'm at. Nevada is going to be difficult because they're so close. Is it really? I think you're right. I wonder. No, it's not. Texas. I was going to say that. What's up? Oh, look at this. The original FU guy. Well, Texas is Texas. There's a lot of ham radio operators in Texas. Sweet. We lost Seth. I don't know what happened to him. Did Mike? Which Mike? I met a couple mics there. So I met at least 3 mics there. When you apply for your vanity license, can you make it whatever you want within an area? Yes. But I think you can do other numbers now. You don't have to stick to your number. Do I ever get on DMR? Yes, I do. I have a Openspot 4 right here. I did chat with Mike K8MRD briefly a couple times. He was a very busy man there. He did not give me a message, though. At one point, I saw him surrounded by people. I was like, whoa. And then Josh, when he was doing his live stream, there was folks following him around and stuff. Let's see how this looks like on here. But no, he did not give me any message, unfortunately. He was I don't think he slept a lot when he was there. I think he slept about, what's up? I think he slept about as much as I did. Which was not a lot. Mixed phone, yay! That's a new little thing here. You know, I haven't been on there in a while. I would go in 91 worldwide, but it seems like it's people like from Indonesia. And India in there a lot. And they want me to like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like log everything. And I'm not a big logger on DMR. Yeah, timing actually worked out perfect for me because everything just kind of worked out perfect. And believe it or not, I think I'm actually going to have the weekend of Dayton off, but I don't think I'm going to go. I appreciate that. Egg. Something easy to remember. Let me log out these contacts, which was only 3 of them. I don't think that guy's going to confirm. I was thinking about trying to do a POTA this week, but I don't know. One second here. Oh, crap. '91 is always busy. Oops. See what happens here.
Link to RES030 Charlie.
I'm on DStar. Yeah, HF not so good tonight. I don't know if everybody's ham radio out from Hamcation. I got to tell you, and I don't know how many people were watching last night, but I have never seen so many ham radio operators in one small area as I did this weekend. There's a lot to offer there, but they might have been. What's up, K6EGG? RCY? They are. Nobody was on the air. And Tim, I don't know. Did you take a look in the? I walked around the parking lot and like geeked out on all the people's antennas on their cars. And I recorded some video. I might put a video together and just like show that off because there's some pretty wild antennas, some homebrew antennas. And Tim had his special stickers for the Hamfest made too, which I didn't realize. I remember looking at it. I was half asleep when he gave it to me on Thursday morning at like 8:30 in the morning, I think, my local time. It's on my case. It's on my yellow case. Hopefully it will block most of the yellow. The yellows attract bees, apparently. I don't know what happened to Seth. He was in Sonobus. Ooh, I don't hear myself. I know why. Whenever because I remoted into this over the weekend, it screws up my inputs. Give me a second here. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Why am I not hearing myself? Having some issues with my radio. Sometimes this happens when I remote in. It screws up on my audio inputs. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf, monitoring 30 Charlie. Should be good now. I wouldn't call it a user error. I would call it a malfunction on the radio's part because, oh, I see Earl in there. Because I flip between the SDR control and just using it live, and it for some reason it messes up. It's because I had both faders open here. That's why you heard the echo. Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf, monitoring reflector 30 Charlie from Chino, California. That is the case. I guess Seth just texted me, said he got really nervous and didn't want to come on tonight. He has some emotional problems. Wow, nobody's on here either. I haven't been on the digital modes too often lately. On to 1 Charlie.
Link to REF001 Charlie.
Let's go to 1 and see what happens. See if I hear anybody here for a moment. Also, it looks like I'm spitting out some errors, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Maybe I need a restart on my...
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf, monitoring reflector 1 Charlie from Chino, California.
No data loss that time. No, I didn't have one before. But I thought I saw yellow there.
K0M80.
Sean, you sounded better on HF. Sounded good. Are you going through your local repeater there now?
Yeah, going through the local repeater. You do have quite a bit of dropped audio there.
Maybe I need to restart my Pi-Star here. It has not been restarted probably in a long time. So let me try that and see if that fixes that. I'll be right back. K6EGG.
Powering. I'm just over here. I have it in my hand here. Yeah, I kind of like the way the old CB sounded because there was very distinct voices that you would hear, and I don't know. Sometimes people are annoying with their distinctness of their sound. DStar is digital mode. You can go into a hotspot. I think some people use their phones, which I'd rather try to talk on the radio at least at some point. Still trying to get my... Still turning on. Come on, baby. There we go. It's taking a minute to get back in. C4 FM's easier. I guess it depends. I got to tell you, DStar was very difficult to try to get going. Like the first time.
Link to REF001 Charlie.
All right, Sean, I'll try again here. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf on 1 Charlie.
Simon says. Nothing? Oh, the link is down. I thought it said it was connected. Let me try again. Now it's not linking. I'm going to try to connect it with my phone.
Link to REF030
So I'm
Charlie.
getting it says link down. Oh, that one says link up.
Link to REF001
I don't know how to.
Charlie.
That's been a problem. Let's try it now.
Let's try this again. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Reflector 1 Charlie from Chino, California.
Hey, you're making it in there now. K0M80.
Maybe it just needed its brains or something. Am I still doing? It looks like I got some drops there.
Good night. And when did you talk to Mike? Wait a minute. Why would it be user error? I didn't go through that time.
Was the last transmission? Oh, it's not going through now. One, two, three. One, two, three, 4, 5.
Link to XLX344C.
1, 2, 3. That's going through.
Oh, copy that.
Link to REF0.
That's hard to get used to.
1 Charlie.
So it's not letting me go through. It's not transmitting on here. Do you not hear me?
I hear you now. K0M80, you're making it in.
Weird. I might have to check for an update or something because it doesn't seem right. But yeah, sounding good. How far is that repeater away from your QTH right now?
Oh, I don't know. Let's see, maybe 12 miles as the crow flies.
Is it on a building or water tower or something like that in your area?
It's on a 215-foot tower. Like I said, about 12 miles from here.
I do like Allstar. I like if any mode I listen to the most, it's Allstar.
How much range does that baby have? How many wattage? What's the wattage on that thing?
It's just set on the 25 watt, which is the high power on it. And it gets out really good. Like, I can get into a mobile from about 50, almost 60 miles away, depending on where you're at.
And looking at the map here of, I think you're in Aurora. Does that sound right? What direction is the repeater at?
North and west. Just a little north and west of where you were at there. That town that says Verona to your left there. Just a little bit. Freistadt. If you look over there to the left, there's a little town that says Freistadt. It's right there.
Man, there isn't much there. I've been to Branson. I think I mentioned that before. I want to say I did a music thing there. Does that sound right?
Is that a music city?
Yep, that's where all the music people go.
I don't even think I flew into there. I remember I flew and I drove for like 2 hours. Can't remember where. Maybe it was St. Louis I flew into. No, I think it was Tulsa.
Yeah, probably so. That's pretty normal.
So actually, when I was almost over your house yesterday. I didn't even realize that. Because I flew just exactly right over Oklahoma City yesterday, so I could almost see your place. It looked like a beautiful day yesterday there.
Yeah, it was a really nice day yesterday.
In fact, I'll bring up a photo here momentarily. I was trying to get a hold of Adam because I was flying over. I'll see if I was making any chemtrails over his area. And here's a picture for those of you watching on YouTube of Oklahoma City, OKC, right there. Looked like a really beautiful day. I could see forever. You're up to the upper right there, I believe. I would have taken the picture, I don't know, 5 minutes earlier.
Hey, you kind of dropped out there. K0M80.
Oh, I was just saying, if you're watching YouTube, the picture of OKC there, you're up to the upper right there. You can actually see probably for about 75 to 100 miles up there.
Keep on hitting the wrong buttons.
Oh, yeah. Yep, I've seen that. Looked pretty good.
It was...
I keep on hitting the wrong button. Oh, there we go. Now I'm transmitting. It was clear once we got past Memphis. Atlanta, I don't know, I guess the same storm that hit me in Atlanta hit Daytona after the 500 there ended.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I think you're right.
It's even a quiet night on DStar. Everybody, all the OMs are tired from Hamcation in Orlando this week.
Yeah, I'll take a standby. I've seen a K7 MDI jump in there. Maybe he wants to jump in and chat. Tied up here long enough. K0M80, K7 MDI, go ahead if you want to jump in.
Hey, Colin, thank you for decoding that to English. In the feet, that meaning. In the freedom units. Nice to see you in there, John. Jump in the chat. Jump in on the reflector. Say hi. This is why we're doing it. I'm trying to get some people on the air. It's quiet tonight. I don't know if it's the band. Maybe digital propagation isn't in, you guys, because you guys don't want to talk. Don't forget to hit that like button too. Much will be appreciated. Oh, that's even better. You can hear the kids screaming in the background. I can have Haley come in and have her scream in the background.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf, monitoring reflector 1 Charlie from Southern California, outside of Los Angeles in the city of Chino.
There's nothing sad to be about that. DStar's been quiet. Every time I've turned it on randomly when I wasn't streaming and I don't hear anybody. So I don't know what happened. For a while, it was really popular. Everybody's using the mess chat. Nothing came through that time?
Let's try this time. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf, monitoring reflector 1 Charlie, outside of Los Angeles by about 40 miles in the city of Chino, California.
It says I'm transmitting.
No audio.
What's up, dude? I wasn't that far away from you. How far are you from Orlando? I'm definitely feeling lonely tonight. Sean's the only one making contacts with me. 70 mile, which direction? Because I went to Titusville.
KL5LD to K6EGG.
KL5LD. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Good evening.
All the way up from Alaska. Titusville? Is that where I went to Titusville twice. Once at like 4 o'clock in the morning. Tim, you're not making it.
See if I'm making it here. KL5LD, K6EGG, and Tim, if you're talking, I don't hear you. No audio.
Which direction do you live in from Titusville? I saw the rocket launch early in the morning, the Crew 12. I got up at 3 o'clock in the morning, 3:30 in the morning, and drove out. Oh, you're south from Titusville. I see people populated in here, but I don't hear anybody. I don't know if it's my problem or I don't hear Tim, and the person that called me from Alaska didn't call me back.
KL5LD, K6EGG, you copy now?
KL5LD, I got you loud and clear. I don't want to say 5.9, but it's loud and clear.
Copy, I hear you. Watching your live stream, and I don't think it's just you. I'm having issues on the reflector as well, but just watching your live stream, I want to jump in and say hello.
Well, copy that. Thanks for watching. We're trying to make some contacts out there. It's a little bit quiet. It's weird. Like I see Tim out there in Indiana trying to make a contact there, but I don't hear any audio coming across. I don't know if it's a server issue or what, but and I wasn't coming in a couple times too, so they said that I wasn't being heard, so I don't know. But I appreciate the contact all the way up there from Alaska, where it's probably about the same temperature in New York City right now.
I don't know if I'm going to get on there. Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, we're currently at 10 degrees up here in the valley in Alaska.
Believe it or not, I think we're actually in the 40s right now, and only probably about 7 or 8 miles away where I'm getting snow up in the mountains.
$40 sounds nice. 40 sounds nice. We just had probably about 7 inches of snow yesterday. It stopped snowing. The sun actually came out today, so it was nice. But we're expecting some more here soon. But really enjoy that sunshine today.
We're talking about the weather.
Yeah, I thought we're in the 40s, and actually it's 50 right now, but we're supposed to get in the low 40s tonight. And I live on the foothill of a mountain called Mount Baldy, or Mount San Antonio. It has it on the map and they're supposed to get a lot of snow overnight tonight, and we got a ton of rain and wind today. So it's nice. It was 80s and 90s the last 3 or 4 weeks, so it was nice to have a nice weather change here. But I feel for your 10 degrees there.
I got a lot of dropouts there. That's actually not that bad. That's very close to the temperature it is here. So I'm 50 degrees.
VK6NCF, VK6NCF.
It's one of your people right there.
Go ahead and take it there, VK6NCF.
Reflector up there, so you make some contacts for your live stream. I'm going to keep watching your stream, though, and you have yourself a good night, sir, 73.
You too. Good night, sir. Thanks for the contact, man.
VK6NCF2 K6EGG. I understand you're doing a live stream on YouTube. And what possible aviation?
Aviation?
Oh, no aviation. I just having some ham radio fun. I just have my my face on the screen. I have my radio on the screen and my dashboard for my hotspot on the screen, so folks can see their call sign pop across my screen there and see how they look on my audio meter on my scope on my Icom 9700. Good afternoon to you down. I believe you're in Australia, if that's correct.
My name is Paul. Yes, you are correct. A beautiful, sunny, warm, 32 centigrade. Not sure of the Fahrenheit there. Day here, not a cloud in the sky, and very, very pleasant. I understand you might be a bit cooler listening to your earlier conversation there.
Yeah, absolutely a lot cooler being up in the northern hemisphere. Actually, we're in Southern California, and our weather kind of mimics Sydney, where I've actually been once, believe it or not. It looks like you're over in Perth on the, if I'm corrected, the Indian Ocean side. Yeah, you're a ways away from me right now. I can't even think of what time it is there. Probably, I don't know, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe. I don't know. But good to hear you in here. Yeah, we've got a little bit of a cold snap right now here in California. You'll have to do the math on the Celsius, but it's 50 degrees here and light rain right now. I'll send it back over to you, Paul. My name is Greg. Golf for Romeo Echo Golf Golf.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Tell your friends if they're interested in that sort of thing.
Nice speaking with you, Greg. Indian Ocean it is. I'm sure there'll be a few boys and girls out there surfing and hopefully avoiding the sharks who've been cruising pretty close over the last few months.
And it just came to mind when you confirmed the Indian Ocean side. My friend's wife is actually from there, and she played Olympic volleyball. So good to hear somebody from. I don't talk to many people in Perth. I talked to somebody else there. I think I want to say on one of the DMR talk groups. But good to hear you out here, man. Good. I hope you're enjoying your summer down there, because we can probably use most of it from you there in most of the United States. The northeast side of the United States been freezing since middle January.
We're talking about the weather.
Believe it or not, snow is the favorite holiday for my wife and I.
Really?
Not that we ski or anything like that. Far too old for that. But yeah, pity we can't merge the weather a little bit. Have some rain at night for the dry lawn and some beautiful sun for going out and about. But yeah, Perth it is, Indian Ocean. Beach volleyball, very popular, and a lovely spectator sport too.
I was referring to sharks earlier on. I wasn't meaning the legal type.
Copy that. I totally get it. Yeah, being out in by the ocean, we get sharks once in a while. They don't mess with too many people here. Every once in a while we get an attack, but not very often. And I like I said, I've been to Australia. I've been to Adelaide, Sydney, and Cairns. I believe that's how you pronounce it. And I know I got a dumb question. I don't think I've asked that. Do you guys get snow anywhere in Australia?
Have I asked that before?
We certainly do. We have some excellent snow fields over in Victoria, mainly up in the high country.
Where's Victoria?
Victoria.
So that's down here.
When it's a good season, it's excellent snow.
Colin, you got to tell me about this stuff.
Thredbo, Tango Hotel Romeo, Echo Delta Bravo Oscar, Thredbo, and around there, some good facilities, good snow, and good company.
He might know Colin.
Copy that. That's good to know. Because when I went down there, it was, I don't know, it was December, late December, mid-December, I guess. And it was pretty warm. Sydney was, I don't know, sort of warm, but definitely when we got to Adelaide, it was, I believe, I don't know the Celsius conversion, but the way I had my phone set up, it said it was like 105 degrees, and it was warm and dry. It was beautiful, though. We went to Kangaroo Island, had a good time out there, spent the day out there, and really enjoyed your country. And hopefully I'll be able to bring my daughter down there at some point. I spent my honeymoon down there, like I said, for almost 3 weeks. Really enjoyed it.
Colin, do you know that guy?
Very pretty spot, Kangaroo Island. A cousin of mine has just built a house.
It's like asking a blind person if they know somebody.
Airbnb
that guy's blind. You know him?
On the island there, with a gorgeous view of the sweeping bay, and he gets away from Melbourne, Victoria, where he's got a high pressure job. Gets away to Kangaroo Island as often as he can. Sounds like you had a good trip, if that was all one trip, or if you've done it over the years. But yeah, you packed it in. The weather that hits Perth generally sweeps round to hit Adelaide 3-4 days later with the movement of the air. So you were having a good, I would say, 39, 40 degrees centigrade there, which December, January is intermittent sometimes, but in February, Perth, early February, can run for quite some time. Great for the beach goers.
I listen to it quite often.
But you got to be careful. Unfortunately, Australia's got the highest skin cancer rate in the world.
Interesting to know. And I don't think you've ever been to. I don't know if you've been up to Cairns. It's like kitty corner. It's on the other side of the country from you. But I was very bummed that I wanted to go to the beach there, and I guess the beaches there are just lined with crocodile and whatever else that comes up from the ocean. And they had it like basically fenced off, if I recall, so we couldn't even really get close to it. But kind of interesting. It was definitely a lot different than I experienced here, but a lot of the same. Like Sydney was very similar to the United States, just the kind of the hustle and bustle of it, as I guess you can call it. But really enjoyed it. Loved it. Like I said, love to go down there. I did that all in one trip. We try to knock out as much as we can, and we're both very tired travelers after, I don't know, I think we did like 30,000 miles in 3 weeks, something like that, all the different places between flying down there and flying back up and everything like that.
No, they celebrate Christmas when we celebrate Christmas on the beach, though.
And VK6
Sweet.
NCF
Yeah,
did the
there's a lot of conversation on there. I like it. I got to connect to it
quite
actually right now.
intimidating. We had a cyclone come down across northwest Western Australia, WA as we call it, representing a third the size of Australia, and think of Australia the same size as the USA. So just one state taking over, your entire west coast. But that cyclone, they're so big they can be 1,000 kilometers away from Perth, and we'll go from the sunny day we've got today to cold and rainy. Such is the reach of these things. But yeah, speak of the Northern Territory there.
There's going to be no snow up here.
The crocodiles. When there is flooding, those crocodiles can end up way downstream, waiting for you in what we call a billabong, or a trap of water. They get carried by the high water, and when it recedes, they're sitting around in there, and you gotta be careful.
By the way, I connect to 42230. Is that correct? What I need to connect to?
Yeah, there's all kinds of little stuff walking around in the bushes, making all kinds of sounds. When I was up in Cairns, there was bats hanging from the trees, and yeah, I didn't realize how big Australia was till I got down there. I was like, we flew from Sydney to Adelaide, and I'm like, that's like almost 2.5 hour flight, and then it was almost 4 going up to Cairns from Adelaide. So I didn't realize. You look on a map, and I'm like, that's just a little island. And I get down there, and it's humongous country. It was kind of cool to fly over all the stuff, though, and check out the different scenery and stuff. I spent pretty much the entire time looking out the window when we flew from Cairns to, from Adelaide to Cairns.
It is, and I didn't realize that. You'd
have crossed a lot of inland desert areas and all sorts with that flight. Yeah, very interesting. And that's a straight flight, pretty much, isn't it? It's not like you're getting diverted and stops and so forth. It's just one long one.
Whole lot of nothing out there.
I hope you had comfortable seats. I'll clear the air, let someone else join in if they
Paul, right?
are interested. It's been great speaking with you, Greg, and I'll look out for you on the airwaves. VK6 NCF, clearing on final for K6EGG. Very good buy and 7 threes.
And Paul, great chatting with you and learning a little bit there. I appreciate the conversation and great first contact there. And 7 threes from Southern California, United States. We're at 7:40 p.m. Monday night. Take care.
Yeah, that's cool. I like to do that. I know I've talked to somebody in Perth before, but that is like literally on the other side of the planet. Australia is obviously on the other side of the planet, but that's like almost underneath India. It's pretty far. It's a long way. What time is it there in Perth, Mr. Colin, Mr. I know everything about Australia? Because you're what, 2:30, right? 2 o'clock, 2:10 right now. My math is correct. Oh, I'm way off. So it's 11:40 a.m. there. And what, your 2 hour time difference from them? 2.5 hours? There's not many people there. So I wasn't off. I wasn't that far off. I was right, actually, right? They don't have camels down there, do they? I didn't see no camels down there. You know what I did notice? Okay, so like I flew across the United States yesterday, right? I usually spend a lot of time looking out the window and pissing off my window or my seatmate because they're trying to watch whatever, their iPad or whatever. And in the United States, you see a lot of roads, a lot of agriculture, cities are flying over. When we flew, I was going to mention to them also, when I flew from Adelaide to Cairns, I didn't see much of anything. It was just nothing, which it was almost like basically flying over the water. It was very similar. We were just east of the Aries Rock, I think. We didn't go over it. But even Nevada, you see roads. There was no roads. There was nothing. I didn't see a road for almost an hour. I remember looking out. I was like, whoa. Crazy. I ain't got time to got no roads there. Tim, you are not making it through. Yes, I have. I actually know a bunch of people that are doing that. Most of them are actually on the other side doing with the remote part. Jason, nice to see you in there. I saw you in there earlier there above Colin. This one I saw. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That guy does some good videos. If you actually, there's a video, I don't know. I think we mentioned it before. If you watch the video that same guy Dallas put up in the summer, it says about it's A2 or doing audio for baseball. You'll see Glenn. He was the A1 for the baseball game. Actually, a pretty good friend of mine. He's been in the chat here a couple times, and I've talked to him on Allstar on here before. He's a amateur radio operator. His parents actually used to own a ham radio repair shop up in Northern California. So I got along with him very well. He's actually one of the head guys over in Italy on the other side of that broadcast that you guys are seeing, putting together all the remote part of it. But it's kind of cool how they're operating the console. Basically, all the mic pre's, I know it sounds weird, all the mic pre's are in Italy, and they plug into them. They embed the audio back on the camera feeds, and then they can adjust them and mix them locally there in Stanford, Connecticut there. Pretty wild. And I believe it's only about 50 millisecond delayed. Really? I didn't know there were camels there. I didn't see no camels. Are they as rude as the red kangaroos? No Starlink, all fiber optics. And it's I forget the name of the fiber optics they're using, but it's a point to point PLN. It's like a dedicated circuit. Like priority traffic or whatever. I don't understand how that works, but it's their own private pipe. They have like, I don't know, 100 gigabytes or something between there and here. That's why there's a lot less latency. Oh, trust me, there's dedicated circuits. For broadcast, they're definitely dedicated circuits. It's not public internet. They partition off the fiber going across the ocean for some bigger events, like AT&T, whoever owns them. You gotta have big bucks to have that, because it ties up a lot of bandwidth. It's definitely dedicated. It's through all the I think it's AT&T, I think. I got something floating around in here. I don't know the exact bandwidth for it. But even when we do games locally here, like to say in Los Angeles, they'll have a dedicated circuit that's priority packets to like a point to point where it won't take the different routes or whatever. It's not public internet. I'm not 100% how that works, but there's not that much latency. They'll like send the signal and we'll get what they call a net return, and it's not even a second. It's less than a half a second. It's going through all the processing and encoding and decoding and all that stuff. It's pretty interesting. It's gotten a lot better. The encoders are a lot faster now. I know back in the day, now the military taking it over, but there's a company called Vivix. You could probably look it up. Well, all the video, 4K video, that's actually not that bad. It's 4K. A lot more bandwidth is needed. With video attached to it, that's very good. We used to be like 3 seconds. That's ridiculous. What was I saying? So they had a company called Vivix. It was not public internet. It was their fiber lines. And what Vivix did in the 80s, what do you call it? They ran a bunch of, when fiber was newer, because fiber's been around since the 60s, they ran fiber optic cables next to the gas lines they owned, starting in Oklahoma City. That's where the Vivix company, they were actually owned by a guy that owned the gas lines that fed the southwest of the United States. Their first line was to Southern California, natural gas line. And they ran fiber optics along with that in the 80s, thinking, oh, when I run it, it's not MCI. It was called Vivix. It has nothing to do with telephone service whatsoever. So this guy ran all this fiber. Then he ran it to Atlanta. Then he ran it from Atlanta to New York City. And basically his own network was connected through Oklahoma City. Eventually, the military caught on, and they started using that service because it wasn't tied in with anything else. It was a completely private network. And that's what we used our TV broadcast for. But they ended up having to get local connections through the local city's telephone service, and they fed it to Oklahoma City, so it wasn't like dedicated. Like as such as like if you were in LA, you're probably on a circuit dedicated after the connection to the local hub there. But I know they had it ran all the way to One Wilshire in Los Angeles, and then they had a Hollywood run up to there's used to be a company called Keystone that did transmission work. So basically the fiber was private and was direct, and it didn't go through any telephone lines at that point. So there definitely is some privatized fiber optics out there that they use for broadcast. Not so much anymore, but for the bigger events, they'll rent out space on the big fiber lines going across the ocean, and it will be all dedicated to them. No servers usually involved, a direct path. So a lot of the video that gets sent, if it starts going through a bunch of like public, if it goes through public internet, it gets demolished, and it adds a ton of latency because packets are going everywhere, as far as I understand. But the broadcast video signals are not like a public internet type of situation. And nobody else is talking on One Charlie. Let me double check something here. What are you guys talking about there? You guys talking about? Is MCI still in business? I don't think they are, right? They got bought out by Verizon. Is that who bought them out? quiet out here tonight. Let's go back to 30 Charlie and see what we get ourselves into. Because I think there's something going on. People can't connect. I wasn't hearing Tim there. November Whiskey 9 Foxtrot. You are not coming through. See if this works.
Link to REF030 Charlie.
It's quiet out there. Adam, I was looking for you yesterday, dude. What's going on? I don't know. Did you see the message in Discord?
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf monitoring reflector 30 Charlie from Chino, California.
See, it looked like I had a lot of packet loss on there too. Did you see the photo I put on Discord? It was this right here. Does that look familiar? That lake look familiar? You could have saw my chemtrail going over last night or yesterday afternoon. See? Did you see any chemtrails up there yesterday? That was me. You're north of OKC. Because I text my buddy Ryan, he saw some chemtrails up. I'm like, I'm probably one of those chemtrails. I text him the picture too. So you're northeast, so you'd be up and to the right from that picture. See, Adam, you could have looked up. You could have taken a picture of my chemtrail that I was making. Did anybody hear me on 30 Charlie? See? If the one day you're not on Discord, when I was on, I had 5 hours to kill on the plane, and I slept maybe 5 minutes on that flight yesterday. I was beat. I was up from 12:30 Pacific time till, I don't know, I think I went to bed at, 11 o'clock last night. So I was up like 23 hours or so, 22 hours. Why am I not hearing that? I'm seeing it on my, oh, it's only half a second. It's quiet out there. Tim, I saw you key up. It looked like you tried to talk, but I didn't hear you.
KB5LBO, KB5LBO, this is KB8 UFI, Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Grand Rapids, Michigan. At least somebody's talking on here. So Adam, we tried. I should have went to the restroom and tried you on 520. I don't know if it would have worked, but I heard that guy, yeah.
Nothing heard. KB8 UFI, monitoring.
Did everybody watch their Hadcation videos there on YouTube?
UFI,
K6EGG from Southeast Queensland, Australia. Copy.
What's up? What's up with all you Australian people in here?
Yes, I do, my friend. The name here is Sean from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Copy? You're coming in loud and clear.
A 5'9", 59 on reflector 30 Charlie tonight.
Would be probably early evening, I gather, or late afternoon. Anyway, good afternoon or good evening to you, Sean. My name is Jeff. Golf Echo Oscar Foxtrot, and I'm from the east side of Australia, and just north of the capital city of Brisbane, a place called Reflector Peninsula. Back to you, Sean.
Yes, okay, Jeff. Well, it's absolutely fantastic to meet you. Once again, my name is Sean from Grand Rapids, Michigan, and it is evening time at this particular moment. And I'm running an Icom 880H for my DStar unit.
7-3. I got your text. Did I text you back? Yeah, I did.
Gateway on the local repeater at this time. Copy?
You certainly do, and yeah, 880H sounds brilliant. I'm running a 705 here. I have a 70 centimeter hotspot, and I just quickly perused your QRZ page, and I'm just about to enter you in the logbook.
What's your guys' theory on logging digital contacts like this?
It has been hot, and then the other day it got cooler, and but not as cold as your neck of the woods. Back to you, Sean.
Yeah, okay, Jeff. Well, thank you very much. We have a temperature of 39 degrees tomorrow, and it's been very cold here in the last couple of weeks in Grand Rapids, Michigan. We have been experiencing temperatures with the wind chills of about anywhere between 10 and 20 degrees below zero. So it's been very chilly. So we've been experiencing a heat wave here in the last 4 or 5 days. And tomorrow we're also going to be experiencing a heat wave. I just got a report
look who
that
is
it's
working
supposed
here.
to be around 52 degrees Fahrenheit for tomorrow. QSL?
That's actually warm.
So 39, I estimate, in Celsius, if I've got it right, around that, somewhere between 5 and 10 degrees Celsius. So, because we work in Celsius and you guys work in Fahrenheit. Well, at the moment, it's probably about 30 degrees, it's about 30 degrees outside.
Kind of a coincidence that I see you working somebody as soon as I get on FT8.
Fahrenheit in your language, Sean. Back to you.
Wait a minute. Did he just say your language?
Okay. Well, I
You mean
did
the
want to let
Celsius?
you know that I am at work right now, and my break time is over. So I do
Me
have
too.
to get out of
Although
here.
I didn't,
It was
I lowered my
absolutely a
antenna when I
pleasure
left.
meeting you,
I didn't make any contacts on FT8 this weekend.
on 30 Charlie again very soon sometime. So I want to wish you 7 threes. My break time is over. And thank
7
you
threes or
very,
7-3?
very much for coming back to me. And I hope we get a chance to talk again. This is KD8 UFI in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and I will be clear. 7 threes.
This was it 7 threes or 7-3? I keep on getting that.
Meeting you as well. So, and I was just about to send you a QRZ request, but I see your logbook is not activated because I'm trying to collect the 250th anniversary of USA.
But that doesn't work because it's
cheers, 773 from Southeast Queensland to you.
That doesn't work like that, right? Because you have to.
KV8 UFI ZK4G AW.
So let's take a look.
Southeast Queensland. Cheers, 73.
So you I don't know how that would work. You'd have to talk to us on HF, right? Because I don't think 2 meters. Oh. I don't know how that would work. You guys know how that would work? For him to make the contact there? I don't want to burst his bubble at all, but oh, look at that. Where's Scott at when we need him? He's got a cat. On a 7610. What do they call that? A bow tie?
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. I hope you like the cat over.
I absolutely love the cat. That's awesome.
Yeah, she loves anytime any radio equipment comes out. She always either comes and sits next to me or sits on top of the 7610. How you doing, Greg? I've been watching. I do follow you on YouTube, and I've been watching you on and off tonight whilst at work. And I've just switched on, and I can see you're playing around with DStar.
Yeah, the HF band was not very good. It's not even very good for FT8 right now. I saw like 20 meters is completely dead. So I don't know if we got hit by something. But good to hear you out there, and I hope all is well. And what was the name of that kitty that's on your 7610 there?
Her name is her official name is Bagheera, but we all call her B, and she's, there's not much behind those eyes. I think you've got a cat, haven't you?
We have two. Milo pops in the room every now and again and messes with my wires. The other cat doesn't like me at all. Sasha. She's, I don't know, antisocial, I guess.
Wow, you're mean. He's trying to stay warm.
Can be a little bit strange. They choose their humans. They only come to me when I come in from work. I've not long come in from work, and the minute I come in the door, I've got quite a few cats coming to greet me and wanting treats. Yeah, I was watching earlier, and I could see he wasn't having much luck on 20 meters and UQS wide to 40. And no, I'm not Andreas M0FXB. Someone said in your chat over.
Yeah, I just
saw that there too. Yeah, I think our cat Sasha. I know this sounds weird, but she attached to my other cat and doesn't like either like me or my wife. She just I don't know, hangs out with our cat Milo, and everybody loves Milo. Milo's an awesome cat, so you know how that goes though.
Oh yeah, I certainly do. Yeah, they like. I've got one cat, and she gets mothered by the one that's in the photograph on my QRZ page. She surrogate mother to her, but good stuff. Well, so I was just having a look around, and I could see you was on 1 Charlie, then you flicked over to 30 Charlie. So I thought I'd give you a shout, and especially as you was looking at my QRZ page.
Well, copy that. I appreciate you jumping in and saying hello, and I always like to look at pet pictures when they put them on QRZ. In fact, I should probably put Milo and Sasha on my page there, just because they come in my office a lot and get on YouTube quite a bit. But Milo's a ham. He loves getting his photos taken. So I appreciate you jumping in there and saying hi once again there. K6EGG for Ed there. M8GSY.
God, I hope that guy got that call sign right. I can't see my screen there.
Yeah, nice to talk to you for the first time there, Greg. It's 4 o'clock in the morning.
Whoa!
I'm going to be going off to going off to bed soon. You've got a few more hours yet before you have to go off and do that. So 7-3, nice hearing you, and I'll keep following you on the old YouTube.
Copy that. Appreciate it. 7-3 from Chino, California, outside of Los Angeles on the West Coast. K6EGG.
He was one of the first people.
Yeah, cheers, Greg. 7-3.
He's one of the first people I watched. He used to come in the chat here every once in a while. I've talked to him on the air. It's been a minute though. I got to get up really early to get him, especially in the morning on Saturday. It's hard to get on DStar. Is there a good website? You know, I had 5 people trying to tell me what to do, and I was showing them my screen, and they were telling me what buttons to hit, and I still had trouble. So if anybody knows a good place where they can tell you to get you on DStar in the chat, please let him know there. I literally had people yelling at me, trying to, you got to hit this button. You got to hit this button. Oh, you got to hit this button. Oh. And finally, after a week, this guy, Bill, I'm spacing on his call sign here. Let me look it up here. I got him in my phone book here. N6UTD. He's like, oh, you have to put your call sign in like a certain amount of spaces on your radio to send out to the gateway, to send out to the internet. And because I have a 5-digit call sign, and generally they look for a 6-digit, I had to put a space in between my G and the gateway in one of my settings. And he saw it on my screen, and he emailed me, and then I gave him my number, and we talked on the phone a little bit, and he was able to talk me through it. I'm like, oh, such a pain in the butt. So yeah, it's very difficult. I do DMR every once in a while. You have any DMR repeaters there in the Las Vegas area? I think I got a show there in May, I found out, but we'll see. I think it's at MGM. We'll see. I can get on C4 FM with my DStar. I can cross mode in, right? How far of a drive is the border? Do you own one? Is it one of your repeater systems? So how long of a drive let's say if I want to do a POTO in Utah from Las Vegas? It's not like driving to Arizona, right? Where it's like 20 minutes. Yeah, I didn't think I saw that on your list. I thought I saw P25s, but DStar's. You're right. It's like an hour. Oh, that's like going to state line almost. And there's a POTO park right across the border. Tons of them right across the border. I don't know. When I list, I have an Anytone here. When I go direct, the DMR, it sounds pretty decent. Better than DStar. So they're about an hour from Las Vegas proper. I didn't see any. Ooh. Whoa. I just got on the photo site. That didn't go so well. I'm glad it wasn't on. An hour from the edge of town, so. Why does this bring him in the ocean? In Africa. I wouldn't mind getting Utah in. So Mesquite, that's what I was going to say. Oh, actually, you can go into Arizona. You have to go into Arizona first. I thought you went into Utah first. There's nothing really close to the freeway, though. Oh, but that BLM area might reach all the way to the freeway there. So I'm guessing Mesquite's an hour from the city. I couldn't do it. That'd be a long day trip. There's nothing really close to the freeway, though. Obviously, there's some stuff right there in Arizona. I already have Arizona activated. See, I'd have to drive way up here. I would have to stay in St. George to do that. Which one did you do today? U.S. what? Oh, and so you're telling me that St. George is only an hour away from Las Vegas? I think it's a little bit. That's pretty far. Because, I mean, I'd say that's at least 2 hours. Because this takes me about I don't know, maybe hour and a half, 2 hours to get to Baker right here. That would not be a fun ride in a Tesla because I would have to stop a bunch going through the mountains. Oh, I just had that one. US 11971. Oh, yeah, I did hit that. Look at that. Look at that sad ham right there. All smiling away. I would have to stop. Well, going through the mountain. This is all mountains right here. And electric cars in mountains are no good. They like straight lines. Flat straight lines. I've seen this guy. Yeah, I was gonna say that's Dirk there. It's right off the road, huh? Which one did I activate? I activated this one day driving home from Vegas. This one. And I did it. So I don't know if you guys saw, but I drove off. This is where you get in off of Kel Baker Road here. I drove off, I don't know, maybe 5 miles because there's a entrance right over here. And I just went right past the entrance. I did that one on the way in. And there's a new one. I was talking with Neil that just, it's a new park. This just opened. And there's only been 3 activations there. So me and Neil want to go up there one day. This is about an hour and 20 minutes away. I want to be the top spot on here. I think that would be great. Nobody else on 30 Charlie tonight? Kind of quiet. But nice to see you folks in here tonight. Really? Free everywhere? There's a lot of free chargers actually where I'm at. Actually, when I work Clippers and when I work Lakers and Kings, I get all free charging there if it's available. Yeah, I saw that was one thinking about doing on Saturday. Took my 4-year-old to Disneyland Friday for her first time. She loved it. Yeah, you know, here's what's going on with that. We got a lot of repeaters, and basically every frequency is taken. No new radios for me. I didn't buy anything there. I didn't buy one thing there. I barely even paid for food there. PDI took me out one night. KO4 PDI. We had dinner one night. Anyways, you get a lot of repeater owners other than the Papa system, which I think they have there in the Vegas area off something with a P, Podacy, low Podacy. Does that sound right? Anyways, there's not much activity. They only have nets, like the other repeaters, and that's the only time they have activity. Low Podacy. I think that's on the south part of the city. I don't know my geographics there. I get a little backwards with the way the mountains are to the west. But a lot of repeater owners, like the repeaters are private and they're like, "Whoa, you can't talk on here." Blah, 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 blah. But there's nobody talking. You're taking up the airwaves. So that you get a lot of that, and then it's just a lot of politics here in California with the repeater owners. It's kind of sad. Like I've talked in other repeater city. Like I've talked in Vegas on repeaters. I've talked in Phoenix on repeaters. I've talked in Indiana on repeaters. I've talked in New York on repeaters. I've talked in Florida on repeaters, and I did not get the same reaction I do as I get here with people kind of being rude. Like, what are you doing on our repeater? Like the analog ones I connected to, and I didn't on this trip that I connected to in Florida. People were very cool. Hey, are you in town? You're going to Disneyland, blah, 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 blah. You're welcome to jump on the repeater. The downtown repeaters in Orlando have really good coverage. Probably 30 miles away with an HT. The Papa system, you'll hear coverage. You hear people. The Keller, like a bunch of people like died basically that were on it. They like got old. And some people don't talk on there like they used to. But like, I don't know if you've been in here before. Like I said, some of the nets, they're like a carbon copy of the day previous. It's like the same. Oh, I'm out in my backyard. I just picked out some weeds and it's warm today. And it's like the same people saying the same thing. So it's like flip or like lockout. It's like, I don't know. But there is a couple repeaters on VHF I don't want to say on here. Sorry, on UHF that are kind of anything goes. A lot of guys talk politics on there. A lot of guys just talk whatever. They cuss, whatever. It's actually kind of refreshing. I know people maybe not like that, but it's like a normal conversation. It's not all about the weather. It's not all about this and that. It's normal conversations a dude would talk about. I mean, they're not being vulgar, but they're just, whatever. Yeah, Keller's got a pretty good coverage range. I've hit Keller out past going on the Bill would know or understand. You go up and down mountains on the way back to Vegas up north, and I can hit that repeater past Baker or past Barstow. The last hill in the Baker I can hit. Before you make the downgrade, I can hit it. But yeah, not all that good talking wise here. A lot has changed the last couple of years. A lot of politics, not like political politics, but just repeater politics. A lot of like, you got to give me money, which I don't mind giving a donation. I can show you right now where that you know where that's at, right? I can show you on a map. I don't like you mean like physically go up there? So you got Santiago, which is down here. Actually, it's closer to here. I don't know if you let me clear this out. It's closer to here. Sunset Ridge is right here, right over my area. Mount Lukens is actually up here, which is pretty far away. I have trouble hitting it because I have a couple hills right here that kind of extend over Pomona, and line of sight, Lukens is not good for me. Also, they have Palos Verdes over here, which I'm blocked a couple different ways. Big repeater sites here. But I would say a lot of the repeaters that are up in Big Bear that are up here, and Keller Peak, which is to the left of Big Bear, to just a little bit to the west of Big Bear, actually has some really good coverage into San Diego. You can hit Keller Peak on an HT from the San Diego area. And it also, I also hit the repeater at Pepperdine in Malibu, which is surprising. So it also, and this is where I was saying, the repeater, I think there's a mountain pass over here, like a peak, right about where the 15 symbol is. I can hit the Keller Peak repeater there. Also, recently, the Papa system, they put another repeater out here. What's that called? Something with a W. Hold on. Spacing. I'm spacing. There's a repeater up here, and I'm spacing the name of it, or the mountaintop. It will come to me. But they put a repeater up here. They put a repeater right over here. I'm talking about the Papa system. And they have a repeater in Vegas, and you could probably correct me if I'm wrong. Lower Potosi is like in this area, like on the edge. Oh, there we go. Potosi Mountain. But I think it's over here some more, right? Where the lower Potosi one is. So there's some pretty good coverage, but yeah, I don't go up to the hilltops. I have been up to Heaps Peak before, which is sort of by Keller Peak. There's a commercial radio station towers up there and some repeaters up there. Was I pretty close on that? I remember Dana lived out there, and he told me, he's like, yeah, if you look off the 15, just look off to the right when you're going south. Potosi Mountain is the high. Is it the ones up in the high? What's the other one? Let me go back over here. So, okay, now let me get my bearings straight. There's a group, so there's a hilltop here. There is a S-ton of antennas on it. I think that's where all the commercial antennas are at for the TV networks and radio stations. What mountain is this one right here? And is this the right place that I'm thinking of? I think that the one you're talking about there with the turquoise or whatever, I think that's the old. I think they took over the old AT&T Long Lines building. Black Mountain, that's it. You guys have repeaters up there? I would love to go up to repeaters up there one of those days. Make a video maybe. Do some advertisements for you. 420. 420. Heaps Peak is like a hidden gem of like coverage up there, and I don't understand why that more commercial stations aren't up there. They probably because they go into different markets. Because you get San Diego up there. Like if they put a commercial tower up there, I think there's a couple FM stations up there that reaches the whole high desert. It reaches all the San Bernardino area, reaches most of Los Angeles County, at least the southern and eastern part of it. It reaches all of Riverside County and most of northern San Diego County. It's pretty amazing. Lake Las Vegas looking sad. What's wrong with Lake Las Vegas? Goes both sides. It's not like Mount Wilson where it's like mainly coverage, like not in the high desert. It's weird. 420, is that seems low. I want to activate Lake Mead again. I want to find a better place to go at Lake Mead where I can go to the bathroom. I was in a bad spot. I was in like a viewing area of like, I don't know. Just wasn't a good area for me to be at when I activated both Arizona and the Nevada side for Lake Mead. But I still made the activation. Very happy about that. It was freaking freezing. On the Arizona side, it was like in the 20s, I think, high 20s. No, there are too many people around. I used to use the city of Toronto. I can't even do a POTA legally by you. Adam, I'm still disappointed that you weren't on Discord the time that I was on. I should have gave you a heads up. But most of the time when I take that route, if I'm going west, we usually go low. In fact, let me look at that flight pattern. I bet you DAL 665. DAL 665. Sunday. So this is my flight path yesterday. See that nice storm that I flew over? So I flew from Orlando up to Atlanta. I flew into all this, which wasn't good. And you can see my flight path there. Let me take my plane here. I wish I went that fast. See there? Right there. And I made a turn. So just take a look. Let's take a look. Okay. Why isn't this working? Let's take a look at today's Monday. It looks like it was 5 hours today. So they probably went south. Yeah, see, they went south. See, this is the normal route they normally take when they go west. They go south. There's like almost into San Antonio. I have to have an extra though, I think, Colin. So let's take a look at Saturday. Saturday went way north. Let's take a look at Thursday. Thursday went south. See, they normally go south. They normally don't go over Oklahoma City. So, see, Adam, I was only 6 or 7 miles away from you. Maybe next time. I'll bring my ID 52 with me, and I'll try to talk to you on 520, and I'll break all the FAA laws. I'll be in federal prison. I'll lose my TSA pre. Yeah, but usually because the jet stream is going right over Oklahoma City, so they usually go south. You usually go south of it. And then when we fly east, we'll fly right into the jet stream so they get that tailwind. When I was almost at 700 mile an hour. I think at the top of it was 720 mile an hour tailwind, or sorry, ground speed. And I think I had over 100 mile an hour wind. It would be awesome to watch flight radar and then shoot flares. My buddy saw the I call them chemtrails, but it's the engine, I don't know, like the heat off the engine coming off and making crystallized things in the sky. Contrails, yeah. Well, did you see any contrails up yesterday? Because I was probably one of them. Oh, I have a general, yeah. I was me. You didn't even know. You're probably out barbecuing. It looked like a nice day, but it looked like a cool day. You can kind of tell it looked a little frosty down there. But dude, it was super clear. I could probably see for 100 miles up there. Beautiful day as I looked north. As soon as we got past Memphis, it was like super clear the rest of the United States. So anyways, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to be back tomorrow night. I want to say goodnight to Haley here because she has school tomorrow. She had a 3-day weekend. Had today off for President's Day. I pay into the PAPA system here in Los Angeles. I wouldn't call it I'm a member of the club because I don't participate in anything they do other than the use of their repeater system. I figure because for a while I was using it quite a bit, so I figured I'd pay them. I think that was fair. Any repeater that I would use on a regular basis, I don't mind giving a donation to, but generally I don't want to be a part of a repeater group per se. Why do you ask? Everything's better when you get past Memphis. Not necessarily. Well, it's good to be out west again, where it's only 8:30, almost said 8:30 o'clock, 8:30 p.m. I was getting up early when I was out there. I don't think I slept past 6:30 when I was out there. No, I know I didn't sleep past 6:30, which is 3:30 my time. So, in fact, yesterday when I got up for the flight, I got up at 3:30. In fact, I don't know if you guys see. Did you guys see my the short I made? Pretty short and basic. What year did I get my general? I got it last year. 2 years ago. I can't play it on here because I have music. So let me put this here.
Turn 12:38.
I can't play Just curious, take part in field day. I took part in winter field day, if you want to call up doing a POTA. You know, I got to be honest with you. I am like super busy with work and I just kind of have time when I have time. So I don't want to be like a part of something and be like, oh yeah, I can't do it that weekend. Cause I normally work on weekends. Everybody does a net at 7 PM and I'm usually at work at 7 PM and people get together on a, I don't know, weekend. I normally work on weekends, although I'm off this weekend and this is in fact, I'm going to look at my calendar and I don't want to show it on here. But I don't think I have another weekend off till like full week. Actually, I don't even have a full weekend off this weekend. Okay, that's good to know. But I'm not flying down there, Colin. Let me see here. After this Saturday, right? This Saturday that I'm not working, the next time I have a Saturday or a Sunday off, at this point, it could change, is Easter Sunday. I have Sunday off. And the next, and by the way, I have no problem with this because I have to work. I got to pay my taxes here. I have the 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th off. And then I have the 15th, 16th, and 17th off of May. And those are both May weekends. But I don't think I'll be working as much this summer as I was last summer. And next summer, I won't be working at all. I'll be jobless because the particular thing I work during the summer won't be going on. So I'm going to try to work as much as I can this summer and next fall before that happens. So put away as much as I can. Anyways, I'm going to get out of here. And for this week, like I said, I was off. I'm off this Saturday. I'm off this Friday and Saturday. I might try to do a POTO on Friday, depending on the weather. We'll see. I don't know for sure. But I am off tomorrow, and I'm off Wednesday, and I'm off Friday, Saturday. So, and then next week, I'm off next Monday, and that's it. Then I'm working another 10 days in a row. So I probably won't be doing a live stream unless I do a morning one. I need to get some 17-meter contacts in. I need to get 5 more 17-meter contacts in for my QRZ 12 days of, for my 12 days of QRZ. So we'll see if we can do it. Don't forget to hit that like button on the way out. The first sign. Well, you know how it goes being a weekend worker. Nate, you take care. Maybe I'll fly over your area. I might have already done it. Generally, when I'm on a work trip, I just I'm dealing with work stuff. I'm usually sleeping on the flight. This one was not a work trip. It was I wouldn't call it a vacation either because I didn't much sleep that much. But take care, everybody. Hit that like button on the way out. Much will be appreciated. That's how people find out about the channel. And take care. Josh, I wish I was retired. Pet that cat for me, too.
Bye.